Hello. Continue. Testing. Okay, it works. It works just fine. The only thing that doesn't is the chat box for... Oh, no, not the chat box. The, subscriber goal notification. Just give me a sec. I figured it was during the live stream while the cutscene was going on. Another lazy Saturday morning and I was still dreaming. In my dream, I was standing in front of an old window somewhere. Beyond the glass stretched a vast blackness, through which I could make out a faint figure facing away from me. I pounded on the window in an attempt to get the person's attention. But just as the person noticed my voice and began turning around, my eyes opened, and I was awake. The damn phone again. I let slip a few choice words as I wearily slide my arm out toward the phone. Towards the phone. Hey, handsome. Rachel? Something wrong? You're not your usual chirpy self this morning. Yeah, your call woke me up. The sound of the phone pulled me out of this crazy dream I was having. Did you have a late night or something? You could say that. I had some things on my mind and didn't hit the hay till dawn. But forget all that. What's so important you gotta call me now? Or you gotta call now? There's a message from Ed. There's something he wants you to answer right away. It seems he wants to know if you still feel like working for Red Crown. He what? Well, do you? Of course I do. Could be the Stockholm Syndrome kicking in. Did you get Stockholm Syndrome from an occupation? Well, I think I did. I mean, I worked in a delivery position for like 2 other times. That's the first time, so... Thought so. Rachel, you don't think the old man's beginning to regret firing me, do you? Didn't think he felt remorse. You quite done? Would you like to explain to me exactly what I have to regret? Ed, you're the one who should be on your knees. If anything, getting rid of a no-good bum like you was a breath of relief. I think you've made your point. Just to be clear, I don't regret putting you out, but it has been on my mind. I've had a strange dream about it. A strange dream? Yeah, it was pretty messed up. You were in it, lying dead by the roadside. You're right, that is messed up. Not exactly a premonition, though, unless you've got plans to off me yourself. Yeah, well, careful what you wish for. Still, not a great feeling to see the guy I fired dead by the roadside. You know what the worst part is? Well, I'll tell you anyway. It's waking up with the image in your head and feeling genuinely worried. Worried, eh? Think about it. There can't be that many guys out there willing to take on a lazy-ass bum like you. And even if you did find someone, it'll be fire you in 3 days. So if I don't take care of you, how do I know my dream won't come true? So what are you saying? I'm a reasonable guy? I figured you got enough going for you to make me give you another chance. Mark my words, this will be the last chance I ever give you. Last chance. Got it. So what's it gonna be? You accept? I guess a choice, really. Yes, I do. And it's settled. I'm not gonna just bring you back in, though. No way. I'm gonna think of a way to test just how loyal you are. You'll be hearing from me. Anyway, I've got things to do. Ed, wait up. What is it? I wanted to ask about that weird order sheet we talked about before. But I was pretty clear about that. Throw it in the trash. If the client ain't happy to go through me, we don't do the job. Simple. Rachel, you're up. Back on the job, huh? Hey, Kyle. You're still sweating over that sheet, huh? Yeah, can't forget the damn thing. Just can't seem to figure out why it came straight to me. It's puzzling, I'll give you that. Not only that, I had a run-in with our mutual friend, Rex Foster. You did? By the way, I think the title for this livestream is genius. Yeah, I caught him skulking in the cafe in my apartment building. A real shady guy. Seems he's been snooping into my past, too. I want to find out all there is about him. That's where you come in. Don't suppose you could do a bit of sniffing around, could you? Will do, handsome. I'll give you a call as soon as something turns up. I'm counting on you, Rachel. This was all without the internet, too. Annoying people, I'm guessing. I twist the top of the tap, and a jet of cold, refreshing water streams out. Hell yeah. I put on one of my trademark suits. It's about the only thing he wears, it would seem. My buzzer suddenly sounds. Who's there? I bet it's Tony. Oh, it's Margaret. It's probably about the rent. Mrs. Patras. Oh, I caught you while you were at home. Is there something I can help you with? Come now, Mr. Hyde. Are you telling me you've forgotten our chat from the other day? Which chat would that be? Well, do you remember what we discussed or not? Yes, I do. Don't have a clue. Don't have a clue. Is that so, Mr. Hyde? But you can't wriggle out of it that easily. Simply put, I'd like the rent. Right. Do I have your attention now, Mr. Hyde? Good. I'll be expecting both this month's and last month's rent. $400 in total. Jesus, though. $200 rent a month is... Jesus, that's a steal. Roger that. Of course, this was 1980, so, you know, inflation. We live 40 years in the future, after all. Then I'll let you get back to whatever you were doing. Mrs. Patras, did I ask you something? Perhaps. What is it? I overheard some gossip about an incident that happened here 13 years ago. Oh. Are the rumors true? Now, Mr. Hyde, I thought you'd know better than to pay attention to idle gossips and rumors. I really must be on my way. Mrs. Patras walks away. Time to pay up, I guess. Doesn't sound like anything a trip to the bank can't solve. I'm pretty sure I've got enough left in there to cover it. Hang on. Today's Saturday. Bank's closed. To make matters worse, the ATM won't recognize my card anymore. Now I'm really stuck. How the hell am I going to get my hands on the rent money? How the hell am I going to get my hands on the rent money now? Wait, I think I might still have some cash stuffed into the wallet in my suitcase. If I put that together with whatever cash is lying around, I might have 400. Well, there is that whiskey bottle right there, right? Nowadays, the only times I carry around that much money is Yeah, I take $380 out of my wallet. That's when I give my my aunt this month's rent. $380. Not everything, but almost there. And I scraped together the last $20 in pay up. My buzzer soundly sounds. Man, 2 people in one day. I must be popular. This person have trouble going through the rooms of this building. Jesus, I heard yesterday. Man, that whole Smash community, that whole Super Smash Bros. Community drama, it is bad. Sky Williams, like, people were joking. He live streamed and he still charged people to chat, just to chat. Like, holy shit, how low can you go? And if I recall correctly, the stream got pulled because one of his roommates disconnected the internet or something. And I think he got banned from Twitch or something. Ultimately, I don't care. It's just stuff I noticed on Twitter. You've got to be kidding me. Hey there! What did I do to deserve this early morning visit? Early morning visit? You're not trying to get me involved in any more shitty arguments, are you? Nah, man, it's nothing like that. Then what is it? It's something you're gonna want to hear, Hyde. What makes you think I'll want to hear anything you have to say? You're gonna want to keep it close to your chest, though. Basically, I got wind of a surefire way of winning big bucks. There's no way we can lose, man. No risk at all. You stand to get 10 times the amount of cash you put in. 10 times! 10 times does sound good. If it's that good, why aren't you there raking it in? Yeah, well, that's the thing. There's a minimum amount you need to start. And I don't even have that. There's definitely something fishy about this. So that's what I came to talk to you about, buddy. If we pool our resources, we could make a killing. I'm wasting my time just listening to this crap. Huh? My phone again. You don't have a problem with me using some of your money on this, do you? Let me think. You sure this is legit? Oops. I made a wrong choice. I should just let it go. I guess I should have just let... That's the one and only time, huh? Okay. I'm glad I saved too, so that's not a problem. When you get the red ore, that's usually bad news. 2, both in this game and the last game, you hardly ever just never inquire. Also, I'm pretty sure with this game, it's also like, you don't get a game over, you get a bonus ending or something. It's a good thing I saved. Oops, that's not the right option. He hasn't even told me what it is. I bet it's just gambling on a bet or something. What is it? Investing in Enron? You're gonna lend me some cash, right? My phone's ringing. I really should answer it. Oh, Come on, man, help me out here. I'm in a tight spot and I really need your support right now. Sorry, I'm gonna get that. Hello? I hear a stern voice on the other end of the phone. Who is this? Mr. Hyde, this is Margaret. Mrs. Patras. I'd just like to say that I'd like the rent paid in full by the end of the day. By the end of the day? Yes, Mr. Hyde. Thank you, and goodbye. Yeah, see you. She was here like, what, 5 minutes ago? Now this really complicates matters. What the hell am I supposed to do now? Just say no, I'm pretty sure Tony Wolf's being scammed or something. So, getting back to what you were saying. What do you mean by a tight spot? It's nothing. Don't worry about it. Better not be lying to me, Tony. No way, man. I never do that. Besides, you got your own problems, right? That was Mags on the phone just now. I noticed how you were speaking. When she wants something from you, there's no stopping her. She was on the phone to me not long back. If I don't strike it rich with this deal, I'm never gonna settle the rent. What deal? Tony, the deal you were talking about, is it just some kind of gambling scheme? Yeah. That tight spot you let slip was your rent, right? No, man, what makes you say that? You're just chasing dreams, Tony. If you gamble away your cash, you're gonna lose. You think I'm going to lend you cash out of my own pocket just like that? Maybe you should try working for your money. It's harsh, you know that? I got the message. I'm out of here. Lee's looking less than happy. This is how gambling addictions start. Okay, time to get your head straight. Head straight. What's it gonna be? Inside this empty whiskey bottle is a load of money I saved up. Or quite a bit saved up, too. The bills are stuck in there. I'm pretty sure I see a $5 bill in there. Maybe if I shake it around. Just pocket change. Well, a little more cash fell out. Eat your heart out, Dunning. So no bills, though. Just 5 coins. I'm gonna need to break the bottle to get to the bills. Could smash it on the table. But if I damage the furniture, Mags probably have a fit and charge me even more rent. I don't even own the furniture? Better go find something else to break it with. Oh yeah, this place was a hotel originally, so... I wonder if Thor lives in here. Well, luckily I know exactly where to go for this. That being said, with the pocket change, I think I could buy myself something from the vending machine. What'll it be? Whatever's not soda, I hope. Cherry, orange, cool pop, grape, lemon. I'm going with apple. Good old-fashioned apple juice. I open the bottle and glug the whole thing down. Refreshing. Now, did I pick a winner? This bottle cap. It's just an ordinary bottle cap. Better luck next time, I guess. Ah, well. Fun fact, if you find a winning bottle cap, you actually accelerate the process of winning something in this game. I believe it was 304, that's where Dylan is. And pokes his head out from the open door. Oh, it's you, Mr. Hyde. Dylan, I've got something I need your help with. You think I could help you somehow? Here's hoping. Okay, well, glad to be of service. Why don't you come on inside, and we can talk. I think I remember seeing a picture of someone who actually looks like Dylan in real life. Or cosplayed as Dylan, I don't know. This is where Dylan calls home. Oh wow, I saw 3 things I recognized immediately. He collects butterflies, rocks, and he's a fan of Osterzone. So, Mr. Hyde, you were saying something about needing my help. Yeah, I need to borrow something. I'm pretty sure you've got what I need. Well, don't keep me hanging. What is it? A hammer. A hammer? You do have one, don't you? Wouldn't be able to call myself a repairman if I didn't now, would I? But why do you need to borrow my hammer, Mr. Hyde? Yeah, I've got something to take care of. I needed to smash open a bottle. Okay, I needed to smash open a bottle. What do you need to do that for? There's something inside I need to get my hands on. I've tried everything else, but nothing short of smashing it is gonna work. That's quite a fixer in there. I think I'm good to help you out. Just hang around here for a little while. Why should I do that? Simple. I left my toolbox in my car and it's got my hammer inside. Won't take me long. I'll be back before you know it. Understood. And that was his first mistake. Dylan leaves to go to his car. There's a notebook on the top of the... Why am I mispronouncing words? There's a sketch in the corner. It's of a bird spreading its wings. Small magnifying glass. Sweet. You'd be surprised how much these kinds of rocks are worth. There's some raw crystals on the desk. Little blue shade above surface. You think you'd be a fan of the movie Uncut Gems? There are some raw crystals on the desk. I've seen this type of crystal before. I don't remember what it's called though. Butterfly display case on the desk. Tools for making a display case, including preservatives and tweezers. Ah, that takes me back. Maybe I'm imagining things, but that painting looks strangely familiar. These are jigsaw puzzles as paintings. Maybe that one was made by Bob Ross. A jigsaw puzzle with a picture of a lake during winter has been framed and hung up. And notice a framed jigsaw puzzle on the wall depicting an angel. Oh hey, Reina Ramirez! How you doing? Can I play with you? Sadly no, not with this game, it's a single player title. I am a go BRB. That painting, it's Angel Opening a Door by Osterzone. Can't believe that thing's hanging up here of all places. The original artwork was stolen from a New York art museum. The people who took it were part of the Nile crime syndicate. I'm talking about side to side. Oh, you mean like Animal Crossing after the live stream or something? Or Splatoon, I don't know. See, the thing is, after a live stream, I was planning on working on my review for my on my second YouTube channel. Wonder if Dylan made this puzzle. It's certainly beginning to show its age too. I'm sure there's a guide somewhere about how to make a custom jigsaw puzzle or something. Plus the frame is absolutely covered in dust. Let me try to clean it up a little. Shit. Damn. Should have seen that coming. But bye. Oh, okay. Thank you so much for stopping by, though. Now the whole thing's in pieces. This really isn't my day. Could be worse. Let's see here. Lips. Yeah. Yeah. Not a problem. Not a problem at all. That should just about do it. Sorry about the wait. Didn't really notice the time, to be honest. That's good then. Anyway, the hammer wasn't where I thought it was. That's why I couldn't get back here earlier. Don't fret. You're back now. Well, yeah. So, here's your hammer, Mr. Hyde. I take the hammer from Dylan. Thanks. Just remember to return it when you're done. Wasn't planning on selling it, you know. Dylan, there's one more thing. There is? The puzzle with the angel hanging on your wall. Did you put it together yourself? Yeah, jigsaw puzzles pass the time between repair jobs. Is there something you'd like to say? Just that I've seen the painting your puzzle is based on before. Oh, it goes much deeper than that. Didn't think you'd be into art, Mr. Hyde. I'm not, but this is the exception. It's called Angel Opening a Door. Painted by an artist going by the name of Osterzone. Damn good work, too. The original was stolen years ago from a museum in New York. Hey, York. Hello, how you doing? Kick back, take a drink. This is a visual novel game, by the way, where the story is key. I got the puzzle from a friend. It was a gift to remember our friendship. Who's his friend? But I had no idea it was based on something well known. Anyway, time was off. Sure, no problem. Huh. It's not often that Kyle Hyde does the vanishing act. I make for the door and leave Dylan's room. Usually it's the other character that does it, not me. Kyle Hyde doesn't feel so good. Did I really need a hammer to break that bottle, though? Time to give this a go. I should think of something clever to say here. I got nothing. Wow. That is a tough bottle. This game looks weird. It's got an interesting art style. It's like one of those police sketches where they sketch someone that is the victim describes it to. But it's animated and it actually works very well for a Nintendo DS game. Got it. Now let's see how much was inside the thing. Stripper singles. I collect $25. If I add that to the money I took out of my wallet earlier, looks like I can pay the rent. Jesus, how much time did I kill doing that? I could have done all this in 30 minutes. I bet Dylan would want his hammer back now. Clearly, I am worthy if I'm able to wield it. Speaking of Thor, when did that comic first start? Oh, he's not here. I guess I'll hang on to the hammer for the time being. Who knows? Maybe it'll have a use elsewhere. Nah, probably not. I don't know. And then Margaret's room is... yeah, literally right here. Oh, Mr. Hyde. Sorry about the wait. I've got the money for the rent. Excellent. I'm glad to hear it. Please, come in. Neat. And see. So this is what Mag's room looks like from the inside. I've been living above her for 4 years, but this is the first time I've been in here. But one's not simply going to other people's apartment rooms. Plus, this won't be the first time I'll be here. Here's the money for the rent. And to think, I didn't even need to go to the bank for this. I hand Max the $400 I owe for the rent. Many thanks. It appears to all be here. Sorry it took me so long to pay up. I think I could see my way clear to forgiving you this time, Mr. Hyde. I wish I could make this an example to the other residents. They're not all like you, Mr. Hyde. Some have still yet to pay me what they owe. At my last count, there were still 2 tenants who were behind on what they owe. Tony Wolf is one of them. Who's the other one? Who's behind on the rent? Mr. Wolf from room 201? Oh god, I sounded like Elmer Fudd there. It's room, not womb. Mr. Wolf from room 201 and Miss Rivet from room 206. Mary from 206? She didn't strike me as the kind who'd fall behind. Mary, didn't I get the ring for her? Oh yeah, that's her. From what I can tell, Mr. Wolf is out of work. And Miss Rivet, unfortunately, is a widow like myself. I can see they have their reasons, but my point is, I know people can be hit by circumstances beyond their control. But my apartments are not a charity, and they should make an effort to pay up. I hate to ask, but But would you be willing to have a word with them for me? I think I could only talk to Mark, shoot. My god, I already forgot her name. I am terrible with names. Oh, but while you're here, would you care for some tea, Mr. Hyde? If memory serves, we haven't really had much time to chat up until now. Sorry, but I'll have to pass. Got things I need to take care of. More of a coffee man, personally. Is that so? I hope I haven't said anything to offend you. No, it's nothing like that. Then I see no reason why we can't have at least a little chat together. Well, if you insist. I do. I often reminisce about the past, Mr. Hyde. You do? Yes, especially about things that happened a long time ago. I find myself doing it more and more as the day we all have to leave gets closer. I can't help myself. Before I realize it, my mind gets lost in the past. What kind of things do you think about? Well, there's my late husband for one. About the time we bought this place when it was just a closed-down hotel. Lots of things, really. And that's all important for the, all throughout this game. What kind of person was your husband? He was a musician. He was really into his jazz and played the saxophone. Max reached over and picks up a framed photo. All those memories. If he'd still been alive, chances are I would never have gotten involved in the leasing of apartments. If only I could switch things back to how they were 13 years ago. What happened 13 years ago? Lots of things happened, Mr. Hyde. My husband passed away, and I became a widow for one. Then I bought this building, which was still an out-of-business hotel. That incident I asked you about before happened then too. Calm down, Mr. Hyde. I admire your persistence, but I think I made myself clear regarding the gossip. What killed your sugar daddy? What was the cause of your husband's death? It was an accident. Just an unforeseen accident. Let's change the subject, shall we? I believe your mother is also a widow. Yes, that's right. My dad died when I was still a 9-year-old kid. What happened to him, if I may ask? He was murdered. Murdered? And the worst part is, the killer never got busted. It's terrible. In my experience, people tend to find it hard to detach from the past. Yeah. So all this gossip is about 13 years ago? I'm growing a little tired of this line of questioning, Mr. Hyde. Who told you about this anyway? I don't think it matters where I heard it from. I'm more interested in hearing what you know about it, especially if there's any truth in it or not. None whatsoever. It's just malicious gossip, like I said. And that's what you're sticking to, is it? Is it? Please, Mr. Hyde, do me the courtesy of forgetting about it. I won't take kindly to you raising it again in my presence. Is that the time? I see we must have gotten lost in our I see we must have gotten lost in our discussion. It was very... Speak, motherfucker. Come on. Fucking hell. It was very stimulating talking to you, Mr. Hyde. Yeah, for me too. I think it's about time I headed off anyway. I leave Max's apartment. Thank God I got water with me. Just give me a moment. I still can't quite swallow the story about the incident 13 years ago behind, being gossip. I need to get some more info out of Sydney. Good timing, too. My stomach's beginning to sound like a bullfrog. I can grab a bite and speak to the old man at the same time. I bet food was a lot cheaper in the 1980s as well. I mean, if I recall correctly, when McDonald's first opened, wasn't like, what, 15 cents for a burger? Damn, that's a steal. No sign of Rex. Come on in! Welcome to Lucky's Cafe! Hey, Claire. What's today's coffee? It's a strong Colombian blend. It goes very well with cream, too. Get a sample a cup? I'll just have it black. And a jumbo burger with a side of fries. Ah, hell yeah. Sure, let me make a note of that. Run plenty of cheese and pickles, but hold the tomato, okay? Sure thing. I'm not a fan of tomatoes on a burger, personally. Pickles are fine. Tomatoes, not so much. Claire! Huh? Don't tell me you're still having trouble remembering Mr. Hyde's order. Give me a break, Dad. How many times do I have to tell you? You gotta memorize customers' orders first time. Especially if they're regulars. Believe me, I used to know. I used to work at a Subway for 3 years when I was in college. One person wanted so much pepper on their sandwich, it wasn't even funny. It made the sandwich look like it was, like, covered in sand from the beach. Yeah, I got it. I'm sure I'll get it right next time. I hope so, for your sake. You usually spawn on with things like that. Never mind him. My dad's always saying stuff like that. It doesn't take much to make him yell, either. No second chances in this trade, I'm afraid. Yeah, okay, Dad. You've made your point. Man, Sydney would be great in Hell's Kitchen. Made my point? She's got some cheek. Just a piece of friendly advice, but you might want to ease up on her a little. Take it from me, Mr. Hyde. What that girl needs is a firm hand. In my opinion, it's a father's right to get a little angry once in a while. He reminds me of the Doctor character from the first game. What was that guy's name again? Peter? Nah, I don't think that's it. Gets the point across, you know? Can I bend your ear for a minute? What's up? It's about what you told me yesterday. You know, the incident from 13 years ago. That again? That again? What kind of incident was it exactly? Mr. Hyde, I'm pretty sure I made myself clear. I just thought I'd mention it to you seeing as we were chatting. But I've got nothing more to add. Would you mind just dropping it? Yeah, I'm sorry. Just answer me this, though. Why does Mrs. Patras seem to be trying to cover something up regarding the incident? That should be obvious, even to you. She's the owner. It's not exactly good for business marketing. It's not exactly good for business making it public that a murder happened here. You have to understand that she put everything into the running of this place. She took on the business by herself, and has had her fair share of troubles. I didn't want to add to them, so I agreed to keep the incident to myself. What happened yesterday was just a little slip on my part. Guess I figured that we're all going to be leaving soon, and it couldn't do any harm. Be best for everyone, if you could just forget you ever heard about it. I suppose you're right. By the way, are you any good at puzzles? Go on. Puzzles? Never met one I couldn't solve. That's true. Then it looks like you're the right man for the job. Well, except for Rubik's Cubes. I never could solve one. I mean, there's tricks to them, but never really bothered learning. If you're really that good, you should make short work of this. Not exactly what I was expecting. It's a quiz entry form with a kind of crossword puzzle. I took the crossword. What kind of quiz is this anyway? Just a little idea we cooked up. We call it Lucky's Thank You Quiz. It's just a bit of innocent fun and a way to thank all of our loyal customers. All our loyal customers. Get your answers in by December 22nd for your chance to win a cool 1,000. 1,000? Not a penny less. Damn. Where did they get the 1,000 from? So, fancy your chances, do you, Mr. Hyde? I thought it'd help boost people's spirits, seeing as we're all leaving soon. Of course, this place is going to close as well. There are 5 keywords in the quiz, and they are all somewhere inside the cafe. Why not give it a shot? Sydney moves away. Think I'll make my way to my usual seat. Gatorade me, bitch. It's a shame to lose one of the few places I can relax in. Here you go. Today's coffee and a burger with a side of fries. Oh, fuck yeah. Lots of pickles and cheese, but no tomato, just like you said. The burger was grilled to perfection and is medium rare as you like it. Perfect. Glad to hear it. Enjoy! Clara walks away from the table. Now I've got a delicious looking burger and freshly made coffee in front of me. Fuck, that looks good. The smell coming from the fries is mouth-watering. And as for the burger, I don't think I've ever eaten better. It's huge, too. Yeah, a restaurant quality burger. Note to self, go to a Chili's soon. I love their queso burgers. It's like a Mexican burger, basically. That was amazing. I'm gonna miss this place. And now for the quiz portion. It's actually not that difficult. Plus, this is also the best chance for me to do it. The answers can be found around the cafe. Blue, yellow, green, purple, red. Look at my pretty handwriting. We're all around the cafe as well. Is there something I can help you with, Mr. Hyde? No, not really. Can I help you with anything, Mr. Hyde? No, not really. I'm gonna net that $1,000 all to myself. Wait, what's through here? What's wrong with me today? I almost let my mistake. Red beef, huh? Blue, yellow, green, purple. Weird that I can look under this table, huh? Oh, I think I see blue. Yellow, purple, green. It's a Christmas tree decorated with veritable rainbow of ornaments. Could it be? Cafe and Lucky's? The cafe is kind of yellow, the Lucky's green. Jukebox is purple. Nah, I'll just leave it there. It all looks like it fits. Jukebox is purple, so let me see here. Yeah. What's green? Just lucky, I guess. Beef. 3 and 4 is blue and yellow, so iced cafe. It all works. Look at that. Juice. That's my answer. This looks fine to me. I don't normally do crossword puzzles. Actually, no, strike that. I hardly ever do crossword puzzles. Especially when I was a kid. I mean, I preferred word searches and... you know, it's those, like, $1.99 puzzle books that you can buy at, like, a Safeway or something. I used to love those as a kid. If I get the chance, I'll show it to Sydney. Oh, I finished a crossword. A simple puzzle like that? I could have done it in my sleep. Let me see. Oh, you got it. Not bad, Mr. Hyde. Yeah. Well, here you go. What's this? It's a slip with your entry number for the prize draw. Sydney hands me my entry slip. This is your proof that you've entered, so take good care of it, okay? Prize draw is on December 23rd. Who knows? You might get lucky. Got it. Let me ask you, Mr. Hyde. If you won 1,000, what would you spend it on? Well, technically, the government gave me 1,200, so I spent it on a used car. Well, most of the money helped pay off that used car. It was worth 1,500. The stimulus check was 1,200, so the rest came out of my pocket, which wasn't a big deal. I'll think about that if it ever happens. I guess I should have expected an answer like that. $1,000, huh? It's like 10 grand back in the day. Mr. Hyde. Oh, it's you, Mary. Oh, that was her name. Glad I caught you. I just wanted to apologize for my behavior yesterday. No problem. I had a word with Tony and managed to smooth things over. You got nothing to worry about from him. Thank you very much. I don't know what came over me. I'm not proud of the commotion I caused. I hope I haven't given you reason to hate me. Trust me, it takes a lot more than that to make me hate a person. I try not to take things too seriously. I'm an easygoing kind of guy. Yeah, same. Probably best if we just forget the whole thing happened. You're very kind. It's not kindness. I just don't want to waste any more time on it. Why is she crying? Hey, there's no need to get upset. Ever since I lost my husband, things have been very tough for me. But after talking to you, I've been able to relax and open up a little. I feel less stressed and worked up than usual. Sorry, Mr. Hyde. I must be getting on your nerves. Are you in some sort of financial trouble? Actually, I am. And you've fallen behind in your rent payments, right? Ah, yeah, that's right. So Mrs. Patras told you, did she? Well, it's true. I'm ashamed to admit it, but I'm short of money right now and can't pay my rent. So you're completely broke. I mean, do you have any sort of income at all? Kind of. I'm expecting to come into a lump sum shortly. When I receive it, I'll be able to settle the rent. Ooh, that smirk. I see. Huh? The door opens and somebody comes in. Oh. Great. It's Rex Foster. Mary? What's the matter? It's nothing. Please don't worry about it. I think I'm going to leave, Mr. Hyde. He makes a quick exit. And now I gotta talk to this pendejo. Just gotta get my left hand comfortable, because sometimes it cramps a little when I'm holding my DS sideways. Well, it doesn't really cramp, it just gets sore. What is it? Rex Foster. What are you still doing looking around here? I've got no business with you, Hyde. I just came around to pay a little visit to someone in this building. Who have you come to visit? There's someone here who I have business with. Catch you later. Hold it right there. The person's in this building? You mean you haven't made any connections yet? I'm asking the questions here. You better make with some answers fast. Yeah, they're right here in this building. Someone with a shadier past than an ex-cop who put a bullet in his partner. That takes some serious cojones, cabron. I don't know if he's Mexican, but I'm just going with it. Someone with a shadier past. So that's who you're tracking, is it? Right. Bet you're dying to know who it is, esse? Aren't you? I have a feeling that you're not going to tell me even if I ask, though. To be honest, I haven't got the energy. Even though he just ate a Whopper, so I'm sick of throwing myself into other people's problems. Got my own stuff to sort out. Have you now? So, you wouldn't even be interested if I told you it's a woman you know? So he's been tracking a woman, has he? Híjole, I think we said all that can be said for now. I'll be seeing you, Kyle. Adios. Rex walks off. So he's tailing some broad in this building? Could it be Mary he's after? Wait. You can get arrested for loitering, by the way. What? What are you doing here? Nothing much. Just hanging. People don't take too kindly to vermin. I suggest you get your ass out of here. Last time I looked, Kyle, you didn't own this lobby. Nothing you could possibly say is gonna make me leave. See about that. Maybe I've got the perfect way to get rid of you. What's this? Detective Hyde losing his temper? I wouldn't waste my time or energy on scum like you. It's just not worth getting my hands dirty. Hey, that's a low blow, even by your standards. It's like I gotta find something for this guy, huh? You remember how I said I was able to look underneath one of these tables? I guess I'm not at that point yet. Do I talk to Mary? Kyle Hyde. I'm a little busy right now. Can you come back later? What? What are you doing here? Nothing much. Just hanging. Oh, this again. Let me see here. I don't really remember this part that well. back up to the second floor. You'll notice something on the floor between 203 and 205. Oh. Huh? There's something lying on the floor. Pick up the item from the floor. Looks like some sort of letter. The address label says it's for Mary Rivet, and it appears to be from an insurance company. Take the insurance letter. Guess I better give it to Mary. I'll be honest, it should have been obvious for me to notice that. I mean, I even walked back, I missed it. Who is it? I hear Mary's voice echo from inside. It's Kyle Hyde. I'm a little busy, Mr. Hyde. Can it wait? I've got something here that belongs to you. You have? Okay, hang on. So, what have you got that belongs to me? Did you drop anything in the hallway? What? Like a letter from an insurance company. Did you say an insurance company? Easy. What's with the sudden excitement? I found this on the floor. I see. So, the money you said you would likely be getting... It's from an insurance policy? Mr. Hyde, please come inside. I think it'd be better if we discuss this there. Mary, please show me the letter you found, Mr. Hyde. I almost got 4,000 from an insurance policy. But that was because I got rear-ended on the freeway. I need to see the chiropractor like once a week for a couple months. Here. I hand the letter from the insurance company to Mary. Thank you. I've been trying to find this. It was lying on the floor out in the hallway. I can't believe I didn't notice I dropped something this important. I'm going to have to pay more attention to what I'm doing. It's from my late husband's insurance company. It contains the details on the amount of money I'll be receiving from the policy. So that's the money you were talking about earlier. Precisely. It's the money my husband left me when he died. When the funds reach my account, I'll be able to pay my rent and leave this place. But it's unfortunate, isn't it? I had no idea I'll be leaving this apartment so soon. After all, I only decided to move in here half a year ago. Why did your husband die, Mary? It was a car accident. I waved him goodbye one day half a year ago, but he never returned home. Why did you choose to live here? It was somewhere I was fond of. How come? I met my husband here. It was quite a while back when the place was still a hotel, actually. I came back here after he'd passed away. I had no idea that this place had been converted into apartments. Still, the exterior had remained untouched. I thought to myself, living here would help me keep the memory of our time together alive. Living with your memories? Or living with your memories? That wasn't a question. Does it sound strange? Not at all. Your husband's a lucky guy. I mean, you're still devoted to him even now. He was so dear to me. You're an unusual person, Mr. Hyde. I find you a very easy person to talk to. You sure you're not getting mixed up with someone else? Mr. Hyde? Yeah. There's this other thing I'd like to talk to you about. Just add it to the pile, please. Water break. Ah. What kind of hotel was it? It wasn't very big and only had a small number of rooms, but it had a good reputation, exceptional service, and delicious food. My husband used to work here, actually. He worked here with my brother when they were both still alive. Did you say? Your brother used to work in the hotel too? That's right. But when the decision was made to close the place down 13 years ago, both he and my husband found themselves out of work. So you know about the incident that happened here 13 years ago? Incident? Someone got murdered and the case never got solved. I had no idea. I see. The dots are being put down, but I still gotta connect them all and it's a big puzzle. You got something you'd like to discuss? It's about that man who came into the building just now. You mean Rex? Yes, Rex Foster. I wanted to talk to you about him. Did he try any funny stuff? He placed this in my room when I was out. Fuck, that's a wiretap. Now he shows me a small electronic device. That's a bugging device, I know. You said he placed this device in here? I'm sure it was him. I can't think of anyone else who would. So he's been trying to gather information about you all this time. That's what I suspect, yes. Tell me something, Marie. Can you think of any reason why he's so interested in your day-to-day activities? I haven't got a clue. Lately, wherever I go and whatever I do, I feel like I'm being watched. I only noticed him watching me about 3 days ago. Do you have any sort of connection to him? None whatsoever. In fact, he scares me. What do you think I should do, Mr. Hyde? Leave it to me. You know, I have got some unfinished business. I've got some questions of my own that need answering. Really? You talk to him for me. I'm already connecting the dots. Hell, I already did that when I titled this live stream. Foster's home for insurance fraud. I think that's my cue to leave. Of course. Am I meant to believe that Rex goes around planting bugging devices in people's rooms? Could he have planted this one in Mary's room? What? You really are a nasty piece of work. Steady on, pal. Listen up, Rex. You've been targeting Mary Rivet, and don't you try to deny it. She's the one you're after. And what's that got to do with you? Don't try to pull a fast one, Rex. I'm onto you. I don't know what you think you stumbled on. Really? I know about the bugging device you planted in her room. What bugging device? You're not making any sense. Spit it out. I know the kind of dodgy dealings you're into. You sure you're feeling alright, Kyle? This feels just like a police interrogation, you know. You guys jumped to the wrong conclusion and forced people to confess to it. Like now, you're trying to get me to own up to planting a bugging device? You don't have a shred of proof to back any of this up. You want proof, do you? If you think you can get me to confess to anything, show me the proof. You'll have to find something very convincing. I hate to admit it, but he's got a point. I can't pin anything on him without proof. I better start looking around for something that links him to all this. You mean the thing that I got from Mary wasn't it? After my conversation with Rex, I head back to my room. I slump onto the sofa to think about what's transpired. Irrefutable proof. As I think, I notice the sun setting from outside the window. My buzzer sounds. Who is it? Ah, of course. Mr. Hyde, would you mind giving my hammer back? Yeah, sure. Sorry about that. It completely slipped my mind. I figured it might have. Clearly we are both worthy. Here you go. Did it help you out with your problem? Yeah, it did the trick. Glad to hear it. By the way, there's something I'd like to ask you, Mr. Hyde. This should be good. Go on. I wanted to ask if you noticed the shifty-looking man in sunglasses. He's been hanging around the building recently. Yeah, I have. That's Rex Foster. I've seen him too. Is he a detective too? What makes you think he's a detective? Don't know. The expression in his eyes and the way he carries himself, I suppose. I figured he must be a detective who's searching this place for something. No offense, but he really doesn't strike me as a detective. Is that so? Well, if you say so. I guess being an ex-detective, you know about these things. Don't tell me you're disappointed. Maybe a little. Having a real-life detective around could be exciting. I was going to just walk up and ask him. What did you plan on saying? I don't know. Maybe asking him if he has any leads or secret tip-offs? I love those cop shows on TV and thought it'd be great to be involved in all. And all. Are you serious? What? Leads? Secret tip-offs? This isn't what it's like in real life, you know. Mark my words. You'd be best steering clear of that guy. If you say so, Mr. Hyde. While you're here, can I ask you something? Have you noticed anything unusual or out of place in the building lately? Around here? Ah, yes, there was one thing. Mr. Hyde, do you have a radio in your room? Yeah, I got one. Have you noticed that the reception seems messed up all of a sudden? Can't say I have. There's some weird noise like static that I can't quite identify. It seems to have happened suddenly, and I just can't figure it out. It's been driving me mad for a while now. Interesting. Okay, Mr. Hyde, I'm going to be somewhere. See you. Dylan leaves my room and disappears down the hallway. Strange noise from the radio. I better give it a listen. Let's see what Dylan was mumbling about. Huh? What's that? I hear music and voices. Hold on. This music's familiar. Why have I heard it before? Kinda reminds me of a place where people are talking and music is playing. A phone call? The phone's ringing. Hey there. Hey, Rachel. I've got an update on Rex Foster like you asked. Tell me. Let me see. He's 38 years old and appears to be an insurance claim investigator. Insurance claim investigator. Well, it looks like he's freelance and comes with his fair share of bad gossip. What kind of gossip are we talking here? Word is, if he looks into a claim, the client never receives their cash. Is that any good? I can do some more digging if you like. Yeah, that'd be helpful. Will do, sweetie. I'll be in touch as soon as I have more information. I've got something else I'd like you to check out. I want to find out about Hotel Cape West. No problem. I'll check it out. And while you're at it... There's more? I didn't tell you before, but... It looks like I've got to clear out of here by the end of the month. Why's that? This place has been sold off. Everyone's leaving. That happened pretty quickly. Tell me about it. I've got to find myself a new place to live in the meantime. Maybe I'll just head over to your place and crash there. Yeah, that's not going to happen. Just kidding. You? Making a joke? Wait, let me get my tape recorder. Anyway, I'll be waiting for your call. I'd ship these two. Ain't gonna lie. So he's working for an insurance company and looking into people's claims. So much to think about. Bugging devices, strange noise from the radio. I need more info. I think I'll take another sniff around the building. But there's literally only one place in this game that matches the description. And like I said, it was kind of already ahead of schedule. There was a table that for some reason you could look under. I'll talk to him in a sec. Oh, hello. Just as I thought. There's a bugging device attached to the tree. I take the bugging device. Can I ask you something? Sure, what is it? Where does Mary usually sit when she's here? Mary? Let me see. Ah yes, she sits in the same place every time. Right over there, by the Christmas tree. Thanks. But why are you interested in where she sits? Just curious, that's all. I think it's about time Rex and I had another chat. Ex-detective versus insurance claim investigator. Think he works for the IRS? No, never mind. He's freelance. Have you got a moment? You again? Don't you ever quit? There's no need to get worked up this time. I was just about to leave anyway. Catch you later, Kyle. Hold it right there! What is it now? Looks like you're out of luck. I know why you're here. Oh? And what do you think you know? Everything I need to know. I doubt that. For starters, I know exactly why you've been poking around the building. It's been bugging me for a while now. It's been buzzing around me all the time like an annoying fly. Is that all you have to say? Not quite. I now know it's my job to drive that fly away. So you're saying I'm a fly now, aren't you? You got nothing on me. Listen up, Rex. You've been targeting Mary Rivet, and don't you try to deny it. She's the one you're after. And what's that got to do with you? Hey. Am I wrong? Big time. What can I say? Tell you were a detective. Apply just the right amount of pressure and the suspect will say anything. It's got nothing to do with this. Answer my questions. Watch your tone, Kyle. Listen up, Rex. I knew there was no penalty there because, you know, it's only when red questions appear. You don't fool me. I know exactly what you're up to. And what do you think you know? I know that you're behind planning this. I have no idea what you're talking about. Can you identify this? I found it hidden on the Christmas tree in Lucky's cafe. It just happened to be right next to the seat Marie uses when she goes there. Isn't that a coincidence? Ah, here we go. I know the reason why you've been following Marie. You planted a bugging device in her room. Is that so? And I suppose you got plenty of evidence to back this up, have you? I haven't got absolute proof, but you're the only one around here likely to do it. Give it up, Kyle. You can't prove anything. Make no mistake. I'm a salesman now, not a cop. I've got no interest in handing you over to the police. We wouldn't do this the old-fashioned way, wouldn't do this street justice. And why are you being so protective of the woman? I just want some answers. I want to know exactly why you do something like that. Well, but I thought you'd have guessed by now, but it looks like you're not smart enough. I'm here to catch her in the act. Has she been telling you stories, Kyle? Actually, we did speak, but it was mostly about you. We talked about your bugging device and the fact you're practically stalking her. That's what she said, isn't it? That's what she said, is it? Looks like she's got you right where she wants you. Hold it. Nah, she hasn't done anything to me. You're talking bull. She hasn't tried any funny business. Really? Doesn't look like that. Doesn't look that way from where I'm standing. I'm sure she turned on the waterworks and you fell for it the very next second. You have no idea what that woman is capable of. Best to save first. Things might get ugly. Why are you investigating Marie? Mary... Is there any particular reason you're following her? It's none of your business. Tell me. I told you. I know who you are, so you might as well tell me why you're here. Eh? I know all about you being an insurance investigator, Rex. So you found out. I also found out about your reputation. Why are you keeping tabs on Marie? Since you already know who I am, there's no harm in letting you know. I work for the insurance company that Marie's husband has a policy with. It's in the company's interest to keep tabs on her as she's guilty of... Tell me, Rex. Are you investigating her insurance arrears? Do you think she's committed fraud? That's a more obvious one. I would imagine she's getting paid a lot. Where's he in the whole Carol Baskin thing? That's certainly something the insurance company is thinking. There's more to the car accident that killed her husband that she's letting on. And I suppose you have proof to back up these accusations? If I did, would I really need to waste my time poking around here? You know, in the business they call me the Vulture. Sure, my fee's a little high, but it's cheaper than the company paying out the amount she's due. And the last thing the insurance companies want is to be scammed by her again. So what kind of woman do you think Marie is? To put it bluntly, she's a specialist in fraud. She's so used to fabricating things that it doesn't even register for her anymore. You're not trying to tell me you fell for her story, are you? You know, like a cheap telenovela? Maybe I did. A little. I trust her more than I trust you. Yeah? Well, hope you got a good reason for that. Let's just say I'm a good judge of character. Don't make me laugh. Probably about time you had your senses checked if you think she's clean. No? And why's that? Because you don't know the first thing about that woman, that's why. The only thing she's got going for her is the ability to lie. She'll gain your trust and take you for every penny you're worth. So, she's committed fraud before? Tell me about the fraud she committed in the past. After her brother died 13 years ago, she was the sole beneficiary of his policy. And what's fishy about the whole thing is that he died in a car accident, too. So she's cheated people before? Of course she has. If she hadn't, do you really think I'd be involved at all? So do you finally get it, Kyle? You must be clear why I'm keeping tabs on Marie now. I'm only checking you and the building out to learn more about her. And you know what the most interesting part is? While I was focusing my attention on her, I stumbled across some other tidbits too. What kind of tidbits? Rex, one question. Do you know something about what happened here 13 years ago? Of course I do. And you probably know about the Scarlet Star, too. He doesn't. Scarlet Star? Yeah, it disappeared 25 years ago. Oh well, isn't that just the craziest coincidence? To think that you of all people are asking me about that. After all, the person who knew the most about that was none other than... your father. Perhaps you should go and ask him. Ooh. Hold it right there, Foster. Easy, Kyle. You should be thanking me. I'm telling you all this for free. People usually pay good money for the facts I uncover. Or fool them. Anyway, I'm out of here. Wait, I'm not done with you yet. Shit, I can't exit the building like him. Damn it, he fled. How the hell did my dad get drawn into this? And how is he connected to the Scarlet Star? Mary's past fraud, the murder of 13 years ago, the mysterious order sheet. What's the link between all these things? I think it's time I tried to get my thoughts straight. In the morning of December 20th, Max came and demanded my rent. I collected all the money I had in my wallet, but I was still short. There was more inside an empty whiskey bottle, but I needed to break it open. I asked Dylan for something to use, and he lent me... a hammer. Right. Dylan lent me his hammer. I used it to smash open the bottle and retrieve the cash. I took the $400 to Mags, it was actually $405, but you know, and settled my rent. As it turns out, Mary also owed Max some money, which surprised me a little. I met Mary in the lobby, but we were interrupted when someone came in. It was... right. It was none other than Rex Foster who came in when we were talking. As soon as Marie saw Rex, she fled back to the safety of her room. With the ever-suspicious Rex on my mind, I decided to go up to the second floor. When I got there, I found a letter addressed to Marie from an insurance company. After I handed it over to her, she told me about a bugging device. Right. She told me about a bugging device she'd found in her room. After talking to Marie, I went back to my room. Soon after, Rachel called. She had some information to share with me about Rex Foster. She told me some interesting facts about him, including his job as an insurance claim investigator. Right. It turns out that Rex is an insurance claim investigator. After finding the clue in the strange noise coming from the radio, I headed to Lucky's Cafe and found a second bugging device, so I confronted Rex about it. He shared some eye-opening facts about Mary with me. He told me... No. Right. Rex said that he had some suspicions about the death of Mary's husband and was looking around for evidence to back them up. Also, 13 years ago, Mary's brother died in similar circumstances. She became the sole beneficiary of the payout from his insurance policy. December 20th, 1980. I put the pressure on Rex, and he told me some interesting facts, not only about Marie, but also about the past before this building became an apartment block. This is what he told me. He said that the person with all the facts about the Scarlet Star was my dad. It was those words that prompted me to make a decision I couldn't make before. I decided that I'd take a closer look into the mysterious order sheet I received. I started to consider that the Scarlet Star that went missing 25 years ago may be in some way connected to the death of my dad. And in the dead of night, for the first time in years, I called my mom. When I got her on the phone, I asked her about what happened all those years ago. Next time. For now, might as well see the cinematic, or the opening Chapter 4's cutscene before I, wrap it up for today. I swear I don't have a speech impediment, but it sometimes sounds like I do. Alright. I guess this will be where I wrap it up for today. I'll be honest, I actually thought of livestreaming Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition today, but I felt like I didn't look presentable for the webcam, so I thought of livestreaming this game instead. Mix it up a little as well. I think tomorrow I'll livestream Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. Oh, and then Thursday, Monster Hunter World Iceborne is going to have the Elatrian update. That Elder Dragon takes me back, man. That bitch was in Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate. It is an elementalist of Elder Dragons. It can use fire, ice, lightning, dragon. It can't use water, though. And it looks meaner than ever. It's a badass monster, too. I guess I need the right, I feel like my current armor build is actually sufficient for it, though. I mean, I can heal as I attack it, so... It doesn't seem like it's going to be too difficult to kill. But yeah, that's just my plans for this week. And if you've already watched my Deltarune review on my second channel, the next video game that I plan on reviewing is Toy Story 2, Buzz Lightyear to the Rescue on PlayStation 1, which is actually my very first video game that I ever played, and I even livestreamed it on my YouTube channel my main one, not my second one, like a year or two ago. No, I think it was just a year ago. That's gonna be fun because that game's pure nostalgia for me, and every once in a while I still choose to play it. Like every few months, basically. I can beat it in a day, no problem. But yeah, thank you so much, Hayes York, Reina Ramirez, for stopping by, and everyone else who was here briefly. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys, and this is the Video Game Maniac signing off.